said welcome, like I'm like from the South. I am not. Welcome to HGW Community 72. The HGW stands for Homegrown Wellness Community 72. I am Miss B, Bohemian Soul, and I hope all is well. If you are new here, welcome to the channel. If you are not new here, a subscriber, I just want to say welcome back and thank you for tuning in. Yes, I am in my vehicle. I am on my way to work. I am in the educational system. So school started for us 2 weeks ago. And it's been a little bit, actually, a week since I posted. And so I apologize for that. So this morning, I just want to talk about the importance of, as a woman, not allowing hard situations, hard circumstances, hard decisions to make you become a hard and calloused woman, and how so very important and imperative it is for you to stay soft, to stay feminine. And when I say soft, I don't mean like soft like pushover, allowing someone to take advantage of you. But when I say soft, that's in the reference to being or staying in your feminine, and not taking on a masculine characteristic. I think as women that have been through rough endings of relationships, rather it be a long-term relationship, rather it be a ending of a marriage, like myself, those that have been on my channel, you know that I ended a 14-year marriage last year in divorce. And so we as women, I know for myself, I enjoy being a woman. I enjoy being feminine. I enjoy moving in that position, because that's what I am. You know, society nowadays, I feel, promote modern women to step into a position of masculinity, which that's not who we are. That's not in our DNA. And I understand that the ending of a relationship, a marriage, can definitely prompt those masculine traits. And it goes against who we are. I know for myself, because what happens is, if you are a divorced woman, say in your 40s, 50s, 9 times out of 10, you will have a child or children out of that marriage. And I want to speak to a situation that I spoke to yesterday, having a conversation with someone that I trust. I have to make a conscious decision to stay feminine, because having ended a marriage, having a son and daughter, understanding that I am not my son's dad, nor do I want to be, nor am I ever going to try to be, but I am his mother. You know, I can't raise my son and teach him what it is to be a man, 'cause I'm not a man, you know. So that's one hurdle, I guess one could say, that I have to deal with on a daily basis, and making sure that there is a positive male in my son's life that can show him and teach him and rear him, what it is to be a great young man and eventually a great man. But for me, also, like I said, on having a conversation yesterday, I have to make sure that, because now what am I doing? I am being the sole provider, right, of the household. That is a masculine or a man's position. Nope. Did not go into the marriage thinking, this is going to end in divorce, and I'm going to have to be the head of the household, right? Those are all men and masculine characteristics. And I now am the head of my household. But I have to consciously make sure that I remain a woman. I remain feminine. Even going out into the public, men speak to me and they approach me or what have you, and I have to make sure that my response is that of a lady and not of a man, if that makes sense. I know it does. And so I think that is one of the tasks that, as a woman who has been divorced, who has ended a relationship, who is now the head of the household, who is now the sole provider, right? The protector, right? Because I'm not in a relationship. Will I ever get married again? Absolutely not. I have no desire to get married again. To have a relationship with a significant other, absolutely. That is something that, as a woman, that I look forward to. I look forward to the companionship, the friendship, that of a man, of another man. But life for me and so many other women that are in my current situation, life looks different, and life is different. Because the protector, the provider, right? Those are all the positions and the roles that of a man. But I'm no longer in that type of relationship. So it is a battle not to take on that role, that masculine role, and to stay soft and caring and nurturing. Being about my business, though, definitely being about my business. But I have no desire, let me say that, I have no desire to take on the modern day woman's thought process at all. I am still very much, I think, a traditional Gen X woman, very traditional Gen X woman, and I welcome that. So I just wanted to talk to that this morning. I don't know what I'm going to title this video, but listen, family, remember, be great to yourself because you are great. Be great to your family. They deserve your greatness. Be great to your community. Without love, self-love first, we have absolutely nothing. And as always, clarity is key, but without consistency, we have no balance, family. Be well. Ladies, Stay in your feminine.